Hey guys, it's Hunt for Games, and this is Battleborn! So I saw that there was an open beta available on the PS4, and I couldn't resist checking it out, because I really want to see what all the hubbub is about. Did I miss something where this weekend is like beta weekend? Coming from Gearbox, I'm really hoping that a lot of the hilarity, the humor that's prevalent in all the Borderlands games kind of creeps through into this one. But I really have no idea what this game has to offer. I haven't really read up on it. I've only ever heard the comparisons to Overwatch, another game I really don't know that much about. So I just had to kind of jump in and see what was going on. First off, calling this game just a first-person MOBA isn't really fair, but neither really is competitive shooter or Borderlands Lite. I don't know if anyone actually calls it Borderlands Lite, but I'm telling you, you can. The same shit happens in this game that happens in MOBAs, where I'm just like, oh, I think I'm okay, someone's attacking me, I'm dead. They're clearly trying to create a full experience with this game from what I've seen in the open beta so far, but they're also charging a full $60 price tag. I'm dead. A lot of competing titles and genres are of the free-to-play model, so it'll be interesting to see if this full pay-to-buy, buy-to-play, B2P can win over some of that market or attract a new market. Jumping right in, my friends and I opted to go immediately for the advanced difficulty of the first mission, I guess? I forget what they're called, but it's like the story mode aspect. We barely made it across the first bridge before losing all of our allotment of respawn lives, and we decided to try again on the normal difficulty. It's a strange mashup of genres, but this is basically how it went down. Each hero character has a different moveset, and may or may not use guns or close-up sword fighting or like sumo wrestling of some kind, or whatever else there is. Hell, I don't even know what half of my abilities do half the time. You level up slowly throughout the level, unlocking various one or the other kind of style choices of perks. There's no trees that I saw, it's just one tree and you gotta go either way. These presumably, and from what I've seen, reset upon each mission or each multiplayer game. It's kind of just like you can make your choices as that game progresses. These perks seem to have a considerable impact on your effectiveness and how your abilities work. Over the course of the mission, you'll also gain gear drops, some of which are epic in nature. But more on that in a bit. The gameplay seems pretty fun, but also kind of dependent on how much you enjoy the class that you're playing, as they all play very differently and play different roles. Some are a bit tankier, some are a bit smash and dash kind of style. Is that a thing? Can I just make that up? A smash and dash? I don't know. And some excel in like support areas. Progressing through each area in this mission was enjoyable and fun, but also didn't seem all that varied. The boss fights each had their unique moments, but at least for the first mission, all the standard enemies kind of didn't have too much going on. That's not to say that each mission won't be very different from the others that went before it. They could all be very unique and different and spread out. We only have the two to look at right now. The dialogue from your characters and enemies, though, is downright hysterical, and very reminiscent of what you'd expect from a game like Borderlands. In fact, when finishing, the whole dungeon-esque experience very much felt like running through a Borderlands area in a lot of ways. So afterwards, we explored what we'd unlocked, a new playable hero, and some epic gears, so purpley, purples. Is purple good in this game? It's probably shitty, I don't know. Turns out you can equip 3 at a time, changing various stats and other bonuses that you can activate during more multiplayer matches. For now, it's totally confusing, but I do wonder if eventually this will turn into this is always the best kind of way to go about this kind of situation. Hopefully not, but these competitive games often do turn into, you know, there is the perfect build. Kind of cookie cutter situation. Finally, I decided to jump right into the deep end and try out some versus mode action with the first versus mode. This mode is going to be very familiar to anybody who's played any kind of MOBA before. There are minions you need to protect, which will soak up damage against the tougher turrets and enemies and like tank-like things that you get to destroy, and enemy minions you have to destroy to prevent them from doing the same thing to your team, and obviously enemy players who are running around doing all the same stuff and trying to kill you at the same time. It is a lot of fun, and there are these crystal credits to repair and buy turrets or defensive units or activate other aspects of the game. But yeah, we spent the first 10 minutes just running around being like, what do these crystals do? I don't know, I shoot them and they drop more crystals. I tried the other versus mode as well, and it basically works the same way, only the minions are used slightly differently. They're kind of absorbed. If a minion makes it to this like portal and is absorbed, then the other team gets points. You're not really destroying either side, but you do have to still destroy the minions. It kind of ends up being the same thing. You have to destroy minions and protect your minions. It's also tough because these classes clearly have very distinct benefits, and I don't know what they are. So this guy's shooting at me. I'm like, I don't know. I think he's one of the support. Nope, he killed me. He's definitely offensive focused. So what are my thoughts? I mean, obviously, I didn't spend a super extensive amount of time with this title. I've tried a couple of the missions, I've tried a couple of the versus modes, I've gone back a couple times to see if I got any better. But I feel like I spent enough to get a feeling for how it'll play. How much remains unseen as far as modes and missions? I don't know. Hopefully a lot of missions at least. They were a good time, and I think if you're going to pay 60 bucks, we should have a lot of missions we can run through co-op with friends. Split screen is an option, so that's really cool that they're bringing that back. I'm not sure if 2 versus modes is too many or too few to keep this one afloat in the multiplayer space, though. Only time will tell. I can see bonuses for both, you know, a single multiplayer mode and then different maps or stuff to support that. And I can also see the benefit of having a bunch of different multiplayer modes to cater to an audience that might not always want the same kind of experience. Although it does seem that both of the ones I've seen so far are kind of both just leaning towards minions. Ultimately, it was fun. We had a great time. I'd recommend it to others. I think it has the potential to be a really fun game in this new MOBA, hero shooter, first-person shooter, but not world that's about to explode with a couple titles on the horizon. Would I recommend it for 60 bucks? That's a tougher question. There was not really anything inherently wrong with it. We had a great time. We didn't see any bugs or have any issues that way. I really enjoyed it, but I find myself not dying to buy it and play it more and more and more. I don't know. We all walked away. We're like, this is a great time. I had a great time. We talked about it the next day. We're like, you gonna buy it? It's like, oh, I don't think so. But maybe as I get more familiar with it, it'll turn into that game that you just kind of hop on quick for a few rounds. It also depends a lot, I think, on if your friends are getting it. If you've got 4 friends that are getting Battleborn, they're like, you've got to play Battleborn with us with a team of 5, that's going to be a lot more fun than if you've got like 2 friends and you're always kind of searching for another 2. You know, there's going to be a couple competing games in this genre that are coming out right now. This console MOBA / other thing. I do think that all of them have a hefty price tag, and by hefty I mean full price of game price tag. So there might be some choices you got to make if you're only going to get one and you want to convince all your friends to get it. There's going to be some tough choices there. Let me know in the comments whether or not you picked up the beta and your thoughts on this game and the sort of hybrid genre in general that's like creeping up over the horizon. Like the video if you enjoyed watching me go 0 on the kills meter for like half that round. And subscribe if you're new. I've got videos coming out each week and there's plenty of new stuff on the horizon I can't wait to take a look at. So thanks for watching. Sometimes it's like, oh, purple's not good in this one. Orange is the best. And in other games, it's like, oh, you have a blue? Blues are amazing. But some games, blues are the worst piece of gear you could possibly ever achieve. Blues suck.